Today I want us to look at Proverbs chapter 31. In this passage we find a woman of valor who can find. It's the story of the Eshet Chayil, which in Hebrew is the word for a woman of valor. It's an interesting phrase because Eshet is, of course, the woman, but Chayil is also the word that is used to describe a soldier. Chayilim are soldiers in Israel's army. So this term, this woman of valor, has even the connotation of great courage. Well, one of the things that I have loved living in Israel is to see how this passage of Scripture is used. I've had the honor of being invited to Orthodox Jewish homes for the Friday night meal, the Shabbat meal. And part of the evening, which is very leisurely and the best food and everybody dresses the nicest they can, the table is set beautifully. But part of the evening is when the husband blesses his wife in the company of his children and all their guests. And before everyone, he tells everyone how wonderful she is, and he reads this passages of Scripture over her. I find this quite refreshing to see how much honor is given to the mother, to the wife. Now you might read this passage and think, how could one woman do all of those things? Well, even in Jewish thought, they don't really consider that one woman could do everything. It's more like permission is given to a Jewish woman to be involved in any kind of endeavor that she can excel at. Maybe it's making clothes for her household, or maybe it's being involved in business, going out and buying fields and selling them. Whatever it is, the Jewish woman, the woman of God, the biblical woman, is encouraged to develop her talents and skills that God has given her and to use those for the betterment of her family, for her household, and yes, I would even say her community. This is encouraging to me as a woman as well, maybe for you as well, to all the women out there. God has given us talents and He expects us to use them for His glory and for His kingdom. Now, one of the things that in English we don't understand about this passage of Scripture is that it is actually an anacrostic. So each of the verses in the Woman of Valor passage starts with a different letter of the Hebrew alphabet. This makes for beautiful Hebrew poetry, but it also makes it something that is easy to remember. And when you consider that this passage of Scripture is said every week in thousands and thousands of Jewish homes all over the world, every Friday night over their wife or their mother, it helps that it is memorized. I want to just encourage you as we read through the Bible with the Ignite the Truth campaign this year, to check into it a little bit deeper. What did it mean in the culture? Well, I can't tell you for sure what it meant in ancient Israelite culture, but I can tell you what it means today, and that is today, women are held in very high esteem in Jewish culture. May we all hold one another in high esteem as we love as Jesus told us to love, loving God and loving each other. That's what it's all about.